Peckers abound, dig fire around, snorting magic and moon dust. Riding dragons flood, semen and blood, summons ready to bust. Crew of fucking beauties, we screw and do drugs all day and night. Healers and dealers, we thought clap and fuck our way into the fight.
Warforged and I do electrify through my penis, I rhymes in full supply. I'm gonna rock here, you can't deny. Risque Riffraff, lit by the name, let's go!
Last time, the Risque Riffraff were celebrating awkwardly the nuptials of Ted Red Bootknocker and his bride, the lovely Dryder Drydaria, with celebrants from both sides. That is until an old friend showed up, Raylene, a ranger the group had run into back in Dino World, and who subsequently ran off before they could turn her into the local sheriff. She showed up and apologized by throwing a green glowing gem into the group's new bar, and then ran off into the crowd. Upon picking up the gemstone, both Ragnar and Retsum fell unconscious and had a vision about an island in the bitter sea that shaped like a giant sea turtle, and felt compelled to go there. With the help of a member of the Lyrandar Dragon-marked house, the group boarded an airship called the Golden Dragon and headed toward the bitter sea. Before reaching the island, the airship was boarded by a wizard and his construct companion. The group was making good progress, defeating both the construct and the wizard, who seemed to be tied together through some sort of amulet. When the wizard saw he was losing the battle, his form changed to that of a giant black dragon, and he cast a reverse gravity spell on the group, pushed the ship out from below them, and of course, they fell toward the ground. But that's okay, toward the water, but that's okay. They managed to, save themselves, and were able to get through quick thinking, be able to get back through dimension doors and flight, and get back onto the ship. And then he continued on to the island, which turned out to be in reality an entire ecosystem built on the back of a giant sea turtle. And the group found a piece of the draconic prophecy burned into a wall, and a shield of the dragon turtle hidden behind a door that required the cooperation of Ragnar and Retsum to open. And now, the brave adventurers, aka you, are heading towards your destiny, per the prophecy's words, toward the childhood home of Retsum, Petit, and Ragnar Scratchenheimer, the strange, far-off island of the Fingerbone Island. And that's where our adventure begins today. As we start, the golden dragon ascends ever higher into the air, so high that your ears begin to pop and slightly hurt. The only ones whose ears don't seem to be popping are Kala and Retsum, who seem to be okay with the altitude change. In fact, they just seem to be relaxing to the breeze as you rise ever higher to Fingerbone Island. And in fact, you're just kind of just sitting there vibing and enjoying a nice, happy song.
All right. So I'm just going to give a little song about what we did last week. I just want to make sure you guys can hear me. Can you hear this?
Copy.
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. So this song is a parody of Running Up That Hill by Kate with the Bushiest Bush. It didn't hurt him, a little pinky up the bum. It didn't hurt, no Ragnar liked it, a little stimulation of the butthole. It's only two knuckles of Retsum's pinky. And we opened the door, tried to mash it and knock, and Capone tried to fuck some turtles. It was an airship we rode, and our WA healed. And Calla then pressed the magic button where Pinky felt good. Thank you all very much.
Awesome.
The first line, I was dying laughing. Thank God I had my mic
That amazing
muted.
performance.
Yeah.
You're all just enjoying and having a great time on the airship. And then as you get higher and higher on this airship, the skies are getting bluer, the deepest blue you've ever seen, just so amazingly bright blue. And it's at this point that you see Kala rise up from the ship and ascend into the air, further and further away, as if she's being pulled into the atmosphere by an unseen force. Before anyone can react, she's disappeared into the deep blue sky, into the deep clouds above. The only one who doesn't seem to be disturbed by what just happened is Retsum, who seems to be just enjoying the open breeze and kind of just, banging back and forth to the music, and almost as if nothing unusual just happened. And as the airship just kind of gets closer and closer, you see an island in the distance, and the airship sits down on the edge of a giant precipice at the top of a very, very, very tall mountain. And there seems to be some kind of ledge there. And you see some tents and buildings scattered about, as well as an occasional nest. And it's there that you see Kala descend back from the sky and land on the edge in front of you, right in the middle of the ledge. And she no longer looks the same as she did before, where she once looked like a lovely, attractive elf. Now she has beautiful wings of purple and the appearance of something not quite of this world. And that's where you exit the airship and you greet your friend.
Okay. Hello, Carla.
Hello.
What kind of
just
black
happened to
magic
you?
is this?
Yeah.
What you talking about?
I like the look.
You like it? You like this? I was given like a pearl. I
Nice.
I
squeezed it.
feel like we have one too many bird-like people in this group now.
That's not. Is that a bird wings
Was it a
thing?
necklace?
It was not a necklace.
Okay. These are really nice. I've given it's a nice gift. It's a nice gift to give once in a while.
I mean, I was given this pearl up. I started flying up in the air, and then somehow I received this pearl in my hand. But from something I knew some reason, I felt like it was like an ancestor that I had. I don't know. I felt this connection with them, and then they gave it to me. I squeezed it in my hand because I felt like I didn't want to drop it. Then all of a sudden, and then I just kind of like morphed into my true self.
Right, and as you're standing on the edge, there on the edge of the ledge and outside the airship, you see this bird-like humanoid with drab kind of feathers coming out and running toward the airship. And this individual is making loud cackles and chirps, unlike anything you've ever heard before. Most of you anyway, and the arms its little arms are waving and the feathers are flying, and this bird-like female just is making all this noise, and it gets louder and shriller as time goes on. This is cawing and cackling as it comes towards you. It's waving its arms, and all of a sudden, as it gets closer, kind of, the only one who really kind of understands all this cackling and cawing appears to be a Retsum, who's kind of getting a general sense of what this raving, cackling person is saying.
He says we can't park here, but let me just talk to him. Let me see what I can do. He really wants us to move like really, really bad, but hold on. Let me.
Crap! We didn't validate our parking.
and the bird person just continues to just get more animated and squawks and chirps, and suddenly you see the bird person stop right in the spot where they are, and it squats down. It lets out one huge giant squawk, and all of a sudden you just see a big, huge, bright blue egg show up right underneath this creature. Just all of a sudden.
That explains why he was so ornery.
And then all of a sudden another bird-like person comes out, again with kind of a drab feathers, and looks around at all of you and says in the common tongue, "Oh, don't mind Carolina. She's just mad because, preoccupied for a while and unable to take any trips to the open sky. Her mate set on the last egg and broke it, so she refuses to let him go anywhere near this one. And so, and all of a sudden, Wrexham has this kind of a recognition of this female, secondary female that came up, and kind of acts like he kind of knows who she might be.
Is that what happened to you, mate? Like, did your egg get cracked while you're being born? That's what's going on.
There was some rumors that went around the village for a while, but don't worry about that.
You really should move that ship, though, she says. Otherwise, Carolina won't stop squawking about it, and no one will get any rest.
So our ship being out of place is weird, but some people we just met just dropping an egg in front of us is just commonplace, or what am I missing here?
I think we need to learn this new culture. It's going to be very foreign to us, but I'm excited to learn about it.
With that, Mattia Delandria comes down and says, "Okay, hold on. Okay, it's all right. We need to take the rest of the passengers, to the destinations anyhow. So we'll go take care of that, and in a few days we'll take you all back to Flame Keep. So that's the co-pilot.
Okay, thank you for the lift. Safe travels."
So yeah, so with that, she nods to the group and she heads back to the airship, and then the airship takes off in the distance.
I just turned back and I said, "See, they were leaving anyway." I guess. Hi, Rishaha. How are you?
So, says, notice that she kind of has this kind of big personality. She goes, "So, what brings the daring Wrexham Yatit back home after all this time, and with friends nonetheless?"
Well,
she's checking someone out.
Well, I had some things that I had to just come back home and look into. It's been a while since I've been gone. Just thought I'd come back up. Can a guy just come home?
Of course. My name is Rishaha. Wrexham and I go way back, don't we? Remember that time we replaced Grand Priestess's water with Windshire rainbow wine? I mean, he was convinced it was a sign from the angels for about a week. Anyhow, I'm sure your friends have never seen an Aarakocra village before, so while outsiders are not welcome beyond this area, I'd love to have you and your friends join me in my tent here for a meal, over on the ledge. Welcome to the outskirts of Adelphia. Follow me. And Rishaha leads you to a small tent toward the back of the ledge. And you notice that there's kind of a gate built into the back of the side of the mountain, but it's, not accessible. And there's no way you can get to it. But, she takes you to her tent, and her tent's kind of small but comfortable, with a small nest of straw and some cloth strips in one corner and a box of healing supplies. And she goes over to the box, and she comes out back with some berries and some fruits and some bread. She hands some to each of you, and then she sits down on a little nest in this corner. She goes, "I take care of all the women who come here to lay eggs, and the others who land here and stay outside to celebrate the mingling of Serania with Eberron, or to go visit Serania itself while it draws near. Have you ever been to the Azure Sky?" I'll imagine she has. And she looks over in Kala's direction.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good answer.
Yeah.
Oh. Yes, many angels are from Serania. Ones with the beautiful wings.
Yeah, they're pretty.
Where they're from.
Yeah, they're pretty nice. I just got these. I feel like I just came from there. Just up there.
I'm sure you loved it there. It's beautiful. The sky is infinite, and there's so many places to fly. We love going there, and this is our favorite time of the year because we can travel so easily back and forth to Serania and fly peacefully and freely throughout the infinite sky. So, you know what? There's also this really cool university there. You've probably been there, a place of peace and learning. And then there's also, it's a good place to look for answers. And there's also like this really cool marketplace up there where you can get some neat items if you're into that sort of thing, and you have the right price. I found something there. Let me go get it for you. And she heads toward the ledge and she digs through a wooden box and she pulls out a bright glowing green gemstone. One very, very similar to the one that you got at the bar, but not quite the same. She stands over by the ledge with this gemstone. She's showing it to all of you.
Hey, Retsom, I
Whoa,
dare you
it's
to touch
moving.
it.
I kind of want to touch
Just
it.
go over a little closer to the ledge. She's over by the ledge right now, where the box was. All you guys are kind of over. Yeah, you're over there, like right on the little edge of the ledge.
Touch it, Retsom. Touch it.
I think the
got-
cat should touch it.
Yeah, she's
Curious
playing.
cat.
She's showing it. She's playing around with it, and she's all of a sudden she's tossing the gem back and forth in her talons and kind of showing you it. And she's like, "Oh, isn't this cool? This is so neat." She's tossing it back and forth, and it's flying through the air. And all of a sudden, it just goes over the ledge. You see it disappear into the clouds below.
Okay, I want to dive.
Well,
I want to
it's
dive.
gone forever now. We lose so many things over that ledge, but none of us want to go down and look for it. Hey, Retsom, you went down there once, right? When you were young? You wouldn't want to go down there and retrieve it for me, would you?
Why do you always have to play games? But yes, well, I think we can go down there and get it.
Can I make an insight check and see, like, this looks like this is totally intentional that she's toying with them. Is that what I gain from this?
You don't detect anything that she's doing intentionally.
Okay.
Just a big personality and probably not too much going on up top.
Listen, this WT, I can fill you in. This is normal. This is.
Yeah, I'm very weirded out by all this going on right now.
You descend down the mountain and you arrive at a small clearing outside the entrance into the mountain. You see several huts and a couple of small watchtowers outside the cave entrance. Neither the huts nor the watchtowers seem occupied when you arrive at the clearing, but you do hear screams coming from inside the cave. You see a couple of people, running out. Some very frightened, young, kind of cat-looking, feline-looking creatures coming out of the cave, with fur on the back of their necks, standing up, just stiff. And about half a minute later, you see this huge, cresting wave with eyes come rolling across the ground towards you. Roll for initiative.
Oh boy.
Ooh,
So
okay.
15.
Hells yeah, baby. Nat 20.
Ooh.
Nice roll. Nice roll.
Not one, nice.
So, to be clear, there was a wave of eyes
Yeah,
rolling.
a wave of
Water
eyes?
with eyes.
Should I bring that out now, Kira?
Water. Yeah. Put the water out there.
Oh, that's going to be all rinsy if it's a water creature.
What does that mean? Because it's water. I'm not water.
No, lightning.
But this is cats, so.
Oh, you got to attack the cats.
Has anybody got a big ball of yarn?
Actually,
Actually, I think the cats. I think the cats
actually,
are friendly.
somebody does have a ball of yarn.
Ori. I'm sorry, Rets.
What?
Oh, and Kira, what is the
One.
enemy roll? 1? Okay. So Bondo will Ragnar will be up first, and I'll do the rest of them while you're going.
Okay, we've got a water monster.
Yes.
For this one, I am going to go up and to the left of it, if I can get within 30 feet. and I will use 1 sorcerer point to transmute a spell. And I am casting 5th level Lightning Dick. That is a dex save 17.
I like
Ooh,
that.
nice. Nice.
Would it be super effective? In water?
Creature is able to manage to dodge some of this. It's definitely safe.
It was 27, so half would be probably 13, right? Rounded down.
Nice. Good start. Good start. All right. Retsum is up next.
Alrighty then. Let's see. I am then going to fly on up here over to the right side. Kind of flank on either side of this thing. Kind of like above the boulder-ish, I guess, is where I want to be there. Yeah. And then what I'm going to do is give it a old shot with Peacemaker. Let's see what I can do here. Ooh, a 21. I assume that's gonna be pretty good, right?
Nicely done.
Yes. Able
Nice.
to
Some damage with that. And then I am going to also throw a dart. See if this hits. 15. If not, I can use a key point here.
yeah, that actually did hit it.
That hit it. Okay.
It's slightly resistant to last 2, but you're okay. You did hit it.
Okay.
She's got a dart in her neck.
And then what I'm going to do now is then take a key point and take the dodge action. And that will end my turn.
All right. Nicely done.
Very nice.
RWA is up next.
Yeah, we're gonna cast a Be Well, bitches, and I'm gonna give a +4 to attacks and saves to Capone, myself, and the legendary Ted Red Bootknocker. And I will
Thank you very much.
move. I'm gonna move to my right about 30 feet to the corner of that house, to where other corner. No, other one. Sorry. Right there. Yep. That's good. Right there. And that is my turn.
All right. So that is a +3 on saves.
1d4 on
Sorry.
saves and attack rolls for Ted Red Bootknocker, Capone, and myself.
Just writing that down there. Okay, cool. And next up is Faceless.
So I'm going to cast Hexblade Curse on the water beast, and I'm just going to go charge straight on her in its face, and I'm going to whack it. 23 for hit. I'm guessing that hits. 15 damage. Smack it again, and I missed. And for bonus action, I am going to activate Maddening Hex and do another 5 damage.
Okay.
And that's the end of my turn.
All right. And next up is Capone.
Alrighty, so I am going to go up and land right beside Faceless. And I'm going to look over at Retsum. I'm going to tell him a little, it's like a little inside joke. Basically, it says Bash Brothers. But I'm going to say it in his native tongue. And it goes a little something like this. And, he understands, he gets, he knows what I'm trying to say. My dialect's a little rusty. My it's been a while since I've practiced the tongue, but it was close enough. And then I'm going to look at this beauty right in her personality, and then her big personalities, and I am going to rage in her face. Then I am going to attack her in her big personalities. 16 to hit.
All right, you sliced her. Your axe go through a little bit, and just like you see some water slice through and just splash off. But you definitely did some damage.
All right. Hit her with a good old 10. And we will be doing that again. And I'm aiming right in the middle of her big personalities.
Oh yeah, you sliced right through those personalities.
And 11. And that will be the end of my turn.
All right, nicely done. And after that breast reduction, we next have Kala.
So yeah, so I was thinking that I can go ahead, since she is, a water, I could go ahead and throw some thunderclaps your ways, guys.
Whoa, whoa.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
You guys prepared?
Yeah. All right.
good thing I'm wearing a rubber.
Yeah.
I put on a condom and should keep me safe.
All right, so I need to get a little closer. So kind of like hobble over there.
Yeah, she's even gonna get the cats. The cats are gonna get absolutely
The meows. So
The kittens are very, very frightened at this point. Their hair is like they're like in that cat stance where they're like really scared at this point, and their hair is like completely and totally up, straight up.
I warn you guys every time. You guys always run up there. You know it's coming.
What do you mean?
So
I'm
close
a tank. I'm a tank, and I'm up.
All right, throw it down. Got a 32 damage.
Ooh, Dex. That's a Dex save, correct?
Dex save is 16 con 16.
Oh, con shit.
Con? Okay. Okay.
Oh, and you get +4 D4 to your roll.
All right. So I got a 19. So I'm good.
As did I. Nicely done.
32 damage. Was that correct?
Yes, 32 damage, guys. I mean,
I
I gotta keep our healer employed.
Three of the four little tabaxi kittens are now unconscious on the ground.
Oh.
One is okay, still standing at least, and okay, but the others are unconscious.
And so I'm gonna walk backwards and like I did my job. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
Checking the news feed on Twitter for PETA right now.
What was the damage?
32.
It was
32.
32.
32, so I'm resistant anyway.
I took the full damage. That hurt.
16.
I feel the knife in my back.
I mean, is it close? How did the water being do?
Water
No.
being did not save, so the water being was fully damaged.
Nice.
Nice hit.
Oh, I see.
Nice hit. So Retsum got hurt and okay. Everyone else is
Ragnar
good.
also got hurt. I took half as well.
Okay.
Oh, if we got the save, we still take half?
Yep.
If you saved, you take half.
So 16.
Unless
for
you
us then.
were
Okay.
resistant, and then it's nothing. Or quarter.
Got it. Okay. So we got 16 damage for Capone and me.
I actually think it's quarter damage if you saved.
Since I got attacked from Renzi, can I do a reaction against Renzi?
No attacking your team.
It's starting. It's starting. The team is turning on each other.
I tell you guys, I'm never able to use it because you guys go up there and put your dicks right on it.
Nice.
Yes. Bad cats.
Shock therapy.
There you go. Kinda, yeah. Enjoy, guys. Heal up.
All right. After that incredible incredibly destructive attack. It's now Tedred's turn. So for my turn, because I just saw 3 kittens get demolished, they're unconscious on the ground. I'm going to cast my Mage Hand. I'm going to use my Mage Hand to round up the 3 kittens. And I'm going to carry the 4th kitten with me. And because I am a robot, I don't know if you know this, but robots don't really like water. So I'm going to run as far away from this as I can because I don't want to touch the water. I don't want to short circuit. Don't want to get any rust. And I'm going to take the kittens with me and keep them safe, hidden behind me with some of the other tabaxi on the side here. And I will just keep my Mage Hand right here, playing the drum. And the last thing I'm going to do is cast, as a bonus action, Bardic Inspiration. So what that means is Retsum as a bonus. Retsum, you're going to hear my guitar play and get really pumped up. And you can now add a D10 for an ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. Whenever you want. You're inspired. All right, and that is the end of my
But
turn.
it's just
And-
once.
Yeah, just once. Yeah. Yep. All right, and that's the end of my turn, and it is now the enemy's turn.
Yeah, you see this water creature kind of zoom over, and it goes into just kind of squeezes its little watery body over into Capone's space, and Capone needs to make a strength saving throw.
No problem here. That would be a 22 as I flex.
And in the meantime, it also just grabs a hold of you and kind of slams you, picks you up, slams you into the ground, and does 13 damage.
I'm aroused. I'll take that. I'll take that 13 damage with a smile.
And then
Everyone
it's
likes a
done.
good slamming.
It's over.
All right, and with that, it is now Ragnar's turn.
All right. So that did not go as well as I thought on the first turn. We will change things up. I will once again use a sorcery point. We will transmute, this time to ice, or cold, if you will. And instead, we will be casting a cold lightning bolt, Dex save 17.
Okay.
Sure.
So you see the lightning bolt just kind of smash into this water creature, and all of a sudden it gets kind of gets a little bit kind of cold and freezing, and you see it like kind of just get a little bit slower. It kind of looks like it's moving kind of a little bit in slow motion, and it takes the full brunt of the lightning bolt against it, and you can see it's now not only it's like slower, but it's also very visibly hurt.
Nice shot.
Nice.
Deal.
Very nice damage.
I will end my turn there.
All right, and next up is Retsum.
All right. I am going to load up Peacemaker with one of my attack actions and then fire Peacemaker right into this thing. Ooh, next 24. Does 15 damage. I will use another key point. Taking the dodge action. And that ends my turn.
All right, nicely done. Next up is RWA.
Am I within 60 feet of the kittens or cats to the other side?
You might need to go a couple steps forward. I think you're about 70
All right,
feet. I would
move
say.
me a little bit towards Renzi, a little bit further back. There you go, to where I'm in the range of them. And there's 4 cats over there.
There are 4 kittens.
There are 4
Okay.
kittens, 3 are unconscious, and 1 is.
Okay, I'm gonna level 3 mass cure wounds. 4 of them will be on the kittens, and the other 2 will be on Faceless and Capone. And I'll roll my dice right now for that.
Save the kitten.
Everybody in that group, Faceless, Capone, and the 4 kittens, heals 13 hit points right now.
Thank you.
The 3 unconscious kittens get up, and they're kind of like, visibly shaken up, but they're like, kind of stretching and yawning, and you see them their paws kind of go out like this, and they're like, gonna give you a smile, a little bit of a smile and a little purr from a
Worth
side.
it.
I give him a wink and a little symbolic cat claw, and that is the end of my turn.
That was really cute. I liked it. Faceless is up next.
I am gonna swing at this big beast again. 28 to hit. 13 damage. And then hit it one more time. What is up with the natural ones on my second roll? It's the second time. And then I'll use bonus action to do Maddening Hex for another 5 damage. 2 natural ones tonight, guys.
Right. You sliced and missed on the last one, but you got your extra damage in there.
All right. Next up is Capone.
Alrighty, so I look at Circumciser, which is my beautiful axe, and it's about to get wet, baby. So we're gonna swing, and 18 to hit.
Nice.
Sliced and diced, then you see it kind of go through, and you see it kind of hit the edge of her arm, and you hit it. It hits pretty strong, and that pretty much, as you see it slice, and you see her body just kind of dissipate into a big, humongous pool of water as it dissolves into a massive pool of water. Describe your killing blow against.
Yeah, she did. Okay, so now that she is just all wet, I take Circumciser and just pound it in her. I'm slashing her with Circumciser over and over, slicing and dicing, getting her wetter and wetter, and just splash her all over the place. And we're all soaked. We are all wet, and she is done. She's gone. See you later. We're all done.
Right, good job. The young Tabaxi children come back and give you a huge hug. They run over and give Capone a big huge hug, and then kind of just realize you're wet, and then they kind of just okay. They kind of back off a little bit, but they're really thrilled, and then they usher you all into the cave area. And as you pass by the entrance to the cave, you see the shattered remains of the gemstone that Rishaha dropped onto the ground. It gets kind of shattered into pieces. Then you can go into the cave area now.
Yo, Retson, why do your people keep throwing shit down here?
Hey, does that mean that monster might have spawned from that gemstone? Can we break that on?
It's entirely possible.
Do we still have that on?
No, the other one broke last week, I think, too, didn't it?
No, Capone kept it.
Oh, he's gonna break it at some point, so
but
just give it time.
I believe Faceless that the kids were running from that other direction past the gym to us.
I just thought we could have spawned another monster to kill.
Yeah, they're gonna go into the cave area now, the inside. So you walk into a full-on city built inside of a mountain, basically, and you see buildings in the distance across a large bridge, and some of the buildings look fairly well damaged by what appears to be probably the recent visit by the water elemental. And you also see, large boxes and some comfortable-looking pallets and beds laying around in various places on the ground. And this, of course, this huge bridge that's kind of in front of you, and it's kind of just this really nice little city laid out inside of the cave. And of course, this all looks extraordinarily familiar to one of you. And that's pretty much it. Decide where you want to go.
Retsum, what's your take on this, buddy?
It's a cave.
Don't ask the chicken about this place. He knows nothing about it.
Oh, is this Ragnar's domain? I'm sorry. Ragnar, what's the deets on this, brother?
Quiet, thriving mini metropolis inside of a cave. There's some jerk named Bjorn that lives here. Yeah, he's kind of the reason I left, but I feel like we should go check out some of the shops before we, interact with the locals.
I want to hear more about why you left.
Yeah.
Yeah, why
Who's
you
this
leave, bro?
jerk? Do you need us to go pay him a visit?
Bjorn inherited leadership of the city, and my dad was a necromancer, my mom was a cleric, and developed all these storm powers, and he didn't understand them, so he was like, "Get the fuck out."
Oh, is he like a bully?
I wouldn't say a bully per se. There was a point we were friends, but he doesn't understand the occult.
Should I go shoot him?
Okay. Well, I'll lay low. If you don't like the way it's going out, you give me a wink, and I'll rough him up, okay?
I don't think we'll have to rough him up at all.
Okay.
He's just a jerk that doesn't understand.
All right, man. I'm going to follow your lead, brother.
Offer still stands. Wink,
Yeah, we can make him
I'll
understand.
shoot him.
I mean, I will say that the people in here are not necessarily overly fond of the chicken folk from up top.
People love me.
Your people keep throwing garbage down here.
I see your point.
I mean, way back when somebody threw a giant piece of metal with a piece of wood strapped to the end of it, and you're still carrying it.
That is true. That is true. But if it wasn't for that,
And I've had to fix it now. Like,
I will say you do come in handy.
so I'm just gonna go check out some of the shops, and then eventually I'll meet up with that jerk.
I think you two need to get a room. That's what I'm thinking
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
I think you've given him a couple handies.
I think there's a little bit of a pinky-related resentment here, but I can understand it.
Digits have been exchanged. Okay, don't worry.
Okay, so which way are you heading at this point?
Great.
I'm looking for a
Can we
pub.
check out
Yeah,
the
pub.
rooms here, or go
Yeah, you
across
can
the
check out the
bridge?
rooms there if you want to.
All right, I'm gonna check out this room right here.
Right.
Okay.
Walk into that little room, you see that there is some nice little catnip plants there, and fish along there. It's kind of just a little pretty little garden area with some catnip growing.
We should take that catnip. It could come in handy later.
It's possible.
I promise you, it's not magical catnip.
Oh,
Well,
Do
we
you
can
like
use it
it?
to calm you down.
Yeah, we might need it.
Does it work on you?
I regret to inform you, I'm already carrying catnip.
you got the nip, and you've been holding out on us.
He likes to get a little
also-
frisky.
I'm also carrying milk and yarn.
I mean, I'm just a little bit upset that you haven't shared this until now, but it's okay. It's okay. We can push on. I will be taking some of that nip later, though.
No, don't
Just
worry,
the
I'll
nip of
roll
the
you
nip,
up some.
You know?
Okay, sweet.
You get me some papers, and I'll roll you up some nip.
Yeah, let me just.
Redstone, you got some papers, right?
If you need papers, I got papers. I got plenty of papers.
All right.
All right.
You wanna head across the bridge.
All right.
Do we
sounds
want to
good.
grab a quick nip first, or are we going across? Right, we're going. All right, we can nip later.
I usually nip after I do bridges. It's just a thing that I've always
Yeah,
done.
probably a smart idea. As you cross the bridge, down below you see a huge abyss beneath you. It makes you a bit uneasy, but you managed to get across okay. Yeah, probably doing catnip before that might not be such a good idea. I don't know.
I don't know. I think it might have calmed me down.
Yeah, it might have. You see two buildings on either side of you, and some skulls and some beautiful areas over there. Some benches to sit on, and some more buildings over there beside you. Building to the one side to the right reads Office of the Chieftain.
More like
We-
Office of the Jerk.
All right, so we want to just stay away from that guy, right? Let's
On the side, on the other side, yeah.
go
Your
to
left.
the left then.
To
I'm
your
gonna
left
go and-
is the facing forward. To your left is the Office of the Chieftain. To the right is a other one.
Okay.
Can I go meet Bjorn?
I'm gonna go
Okay,
kick in his door. Yeah, let's go kick in his door, Kala.
Yeah.
I have a bone to pick with Bjorn. I
wanna
hear
shake
he's
his hand.
been. Yeah, I feel like he's been
uh,
causing problems.
I would advise against it.
Yeah, let's go. I'll come with you too.
I don't know.
Let's
If,
go.
I don't know if this is what Bondo wants. If this is what Ragnar wants,
Okay.
guys. I think we should.
I would advise against it because I will point out I'm not the only magic wielding tabaxi. I'm just the only one that got kicked out.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we got.
So,
Some
as you
magic
enter
to
this
explain.
office, you notice that it is unoccupied at the moment. There's a desk.
Ransack it. Sorry.
There's a desk covered in a messy with a messy amount of parchment and a crude wooden sign that says the name Bjorn. And it looks like it's been kind of carved out with some sharp claws. And if you search through the parchment, you can see there's some bunch of parchment, and you see this lovely bag of unopened chips.
Whoa.
A couple of bags of unopened chips
Hold
on there.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
What's wrong?
I am
Bruno.
going
Is
to
everything
rage. I am tearing this office apart.
I vote we take the chips and we force Capone to eat them.
I see this this evil bag of chips on the desk, and can we take this bag and shred it up? What can we do with this bag of chips here?
Eat them.
I
You
think
can
we should
eat it.
eat him.
Yeah, what's the worst part about someone else eating your chips? Let's eat them.
Well, a Twistos.
I just want to point out that these are a delicacy in this area.
I'm just glad
You
it's
know, I
a
really don't-
sign that says "Don't fuck the chips."
You know,
The chips will
that's
fuck
why I don't
you.
like cat.
I'm actually a little bit afraid of these bag of chips here. I don't know what kind of magical powers they have. I'm gonna avoid the bag of chips. I'm gonna slowly back away from the bag of chips.
Bruno,
I would
I
like
can
to
help you in
take
that
the bag of
department.
chips. Can
You're
I
not-
take the bag of
Is
chips?
this a pantry?
Yeah, get out of the pantry.
I can help with the situation. Can I do detect magic on these chips to put everyone's mind at rest?
I don't know if you
You
can
do not
trust those
touch
chips.
anything magical about the chips, other than obviously their flavors. That they're nice and great flavors. But yeah, that's about it. But there are you could definitely look around the desk and see what's there, or look around whatever.
Can I
Yeah, the
look at
chips
the book
themselves just seem
underneath?
like they're just normal chips, but then again, they are Twistos, so you never know.
Can I look at the book
Expect
underneath
the
the chips?
unexpected.
Twistos twist.
So you
Hey,
can.
Capone, pick up the bag of chips.
I'm gonna take my axe and can I just maybe chop this bag of chips into a million pieces?
Are you sure you want to do that though?
I'm too sure if I want to touch this bag of chips. I am terrified of this bag of chips.
I'm worried that there's a triple eviction coming.
I think you have to listen to your gut.
I made a perception check 18 for
just sent you
looking anything out of the
something,
ordinary.
Yeah,
to,
just opening
add
it up
over
here.
to the, over to the desk. And see,
Okay.
Kala's looking at that, so want to
Give me
take
one
over
sec
that.
while you guys are checking stuff out.
Ragnar, if you need me to grab this bag, I will grab this bag. I will do this for you.
Do you want to pick them up?
Looking around the room for anything else? Any chance?
Oh,
I did a perception check 18.
Okay,
For
you
the
notice that there is a map on the other side of the room that's kind of leading to an area that's also on the island. And Kala has found this over here. So you can, of course, read on your own.
Dear Bjorn of Fancy Feast, you are cordially invited to a dinner at Castle Wishbone. Please bring this invitation forth of Raham, YK1000.
You notice that the map leads to the locale of Castle Wishbone.
What did we say was in the other building?
We haven't checked that out yet.
Oh, I want to go check that out.
As
I'll
you're
go with
investigating
you.
this room, you see that the kittens
Uh-oh.
show up again briefly, and they say, if you're looking for the chieftain, he's not here. He went missing about a week ago. I wonder if the bird people got him. And they look over at, at some, and they kind of say, oh, no, that's silly. I bet it was the pointy-eared people. And they look over at Kala and a couple others, like, no. It was the people with the creepy skull faces. Yeah, the creepy skull face people got him, I bet. And they run, and they start giggling, and they run off and chase each other and start just running off and playing together.
Man, they're messy. They just think we all did it.
It's probably because you keep throwing crap down here.
You know, like I said, sometimes you just need to get rid of something. The easiest
Can
way
I
is
take this
down.
invitation with me? Steal it?
That might not be a bad idea.
I want to steal it.
Oh, steal it. Oh, yeah.
Mine now.
Mine.
Thank you.
All right, so before we do anything rash, let's go check out that other building.
Yeah, I'll go with you.
All right, yeah. Well, Faceless and Kala are searching the office, and Capone is quivering in the corner, staring at a bag of chips. We can go into the other room and check it out.
Would appear to be a bedchamber.
Let me do, I guess, a little perception check, I guess, right? To see if I see anything.
Yeah, sounds good.
That sounds like a good starting point.
Ooh, 21.
Sorry. Yeah, you see over in the corner, you see an amulet with underneath some turtles. And you see the amulet's kind of just glowing a little bit, but it's like it's like a little necklace of some sort, but it's like underneath this pretty little turtle statue.
Ooh, shiny. I want to grab it.
Do you?
Yes.
Go to touch it, and all of a sudden, you feel this. Just roll a dexterity check.
Dex. Okay.
Okay.
If you can get it safely.
21.
Okay. Well, you're able to kind of grab a hold of it, but you do take about 10 points of damage as it kind of just gives you this kind of shock system. You take it.
Yikes.
Hurt a little bit, but I got it.
But you're able to get a hold of it at least.
I got it, though.
Yeah, but what is it?
Oh, yeah. What is it? It's an amulet. It glows. I like it.
It is a necklace of some sort.
I don't have any way of detecting any magic or anything like that.
Would you like me to?
I've already got an Arcana on the way.
Oh, well, thank you.
22 on the Arcana.
All right. Well, you determine that this necklace or amulet is appears to be something that it may make you feel a little bit better, a little bit healthier, perhaps.
Oh.
I definitely need that.
But you also notice that, like I said, it's also very, very specific as to how you wear it.
Very specific to where you wear it?
As who can wear it.
Oh,
a type of person can wear it.
Oh, so since you took damage from grabbing it, maybe it's not you.
Or maybe it will heal me.
Or it just caused 10 damage.
I'm going to put it on.
You're a glutton for punishment.
Like the pain.
Putting it on your neck.
Yes.
I hope
You
it
wouldn't be
damages
doing
you
this.
again.
You wouldn't be doing this if there wasn't a healer around.
All right. So as you take the necklace, you kind of put it around your neck, and all of a sudden you just feel like it's kind of like those little shock collars they have for dogs, and you kind of get that feeling around your neck, and you kind of just
Okay, I take it off. I take it off. I take it off. I want it off.
So you're taking like you take another 15 points of damage, and you're trying to
Oh, gosh.
just grabbing it with your hands, and you're just kind of your feathers are flying everywhere as you're trying to get this off over your feathers, over your hood, and it's like all of a sudden you get it off, and you shake it off, and you throw it on the ground.
And then I'll run over and kick it away.
All right, so I'm not even playing. I want to pick it up.
I mean, have fun with it, but if that's your thing, no
Yeah,
judgment
shock
here.
collars,
But that was
it works for some
intense.
Well, you forget I have a natural resistance to lightning.
Roll a dex check.
Oh, you're gonna love this then. It's gonna be a real pleasure.
17.
Right. You kind of pick it up, you grab it off the ground, you kind of see it, just little sparks, does some sparks, kind of shakes, does a little sparking. It doesn't really harm you at all. It just kind of this little thing, and it just kind of glows and shakes a little bit and sparks, but it doesn't really do any damage to you at all. You're able to pick it up safely.
Stupid amulet.
All right. Well, we've tried this once, so I want to put it on.
All right. Take it. You put it over your little ears. You put it over your neck and onto your neck. Again, it's kind of just kind of doing this little staticky spark, and some of the neck hairs, the little fur on the back of your neck, kind of stick up a little bit. Then all of a sudden, it kind of lays back down, and everything's okay. And all of a sudden, you feel much kind of healthier for some reason. You just feel like you kind of can all of a sudden got this burst of vibrance and energy and health.
Ooh.
That's not what happened to me.
I mean,
I look at some, and I'm like, "You dumbass!" And I give him a cure level 2 wound spell, and it'll heal him 12 points.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
see, this is what happens when we just keep trying the same methodology. We tried it with the gemstone. What were the odds it would happen twice?
That's a good question.
I'll just let you keep taking the lead on these things.
While you guys are doing that, I just get this feeling that I need to go comfort Capone in the other room. So I'm going to run across to the other building and just walk up to Capone and go, "It's okay, it's okay, it's okay."
Yeah, don't mind me. I'm just curled up in a ball in the corner, staying as far away from those twistos as I can. But I appreciate the cheer up song. It worked. It worked.
Okay, that's good.
Thank you.
I'm also real quick just gonna do a little healing on myself by using 2 key points for.
Do you need more? I can top you off if you want.
So that would be 9 more for me. I mean, like I'm down, 20, but I'm okay.
All right, save your key points. I'll do it again. Here you go, buddy. Oh my gosh, I rolled a 1. All right, you get 16 hit points on that one.
Hey, that's almost full.
That was a terrible roll too.
Yeah. Thank you.
Right. So as Retsum is healing himself, he looks back over at those turtles again and kind of gives them like the evil eye over there. He also notices that as he's doing that, he sees a little bit of I don't know, some drops of blood and things like that kind of over there in the same general vicinity as if, maybe something a foul has happened to poor Bjorn.
Ooh. Bonda, did you see this? Ragnar, did you see this?
Oh, what did I see?
There's blood over here, man.
Why did you put it there?
Yes, I just go around squirting blood everywhere.
Well, I thought maybe it happened when you put the amulet on.
Nah.
Perhaps we need to investigate this further.
I think some bad things went down here.
I can do an investigation.
But I mean,
on
bad
the
things
blood.
happen to bad people sometimes, so that's
That's true.
good.
Isn't this making you feel happy that something bad happened to him?
Though,
I roll.
who will
Hey.
have the most motive?
Red
Ragnar.
looks at Ted Red looks at the blood over there and notices that it is indeed probably, it does belong to some sort of tabaxi, probably, but maybe not necessarily Bjorn's blood. Might be some other tabaxi's blood, in fact.
Ragnar, do you have any other friends who were here?
Nobody in particular.
Okay, so we're not worried about this at all?
I mean, I'd be worried. I don't know whom it may belong to.
Maybe
And
you
you
should
also-
investigate. Sorry.
Yeah. And then you also get the impression that perhaps this blood might be tied to something related to perhaps where Bjorn was going, or what maybe something that happened to him or happened to someone that he knew. You also kind of get, I don't know, maybe just looking at the blood, it looks very, very strange to you, just from your bardic knowledge of what little bit of medicine you've ever looked at in your life back in the war. You kind of notice that maybe, even it might be a little bit tainted with, not even quite even normal blood. It might be a little tainted, maybe even kind of vampiric, strange, or some kind of just not even natural blood.
Vampiric.
So
That
lich?
Is there anyone of us that knows anything about vampires?
I'm sorry. I don't think there's a Van Helsing in this village.
I know theories, but that's that's about it.
I might have something. Let me. I'll do a religion check and see what I can come up with. Oh, that was a bad roll. A really bad roll. An 8. It gives you anything, DM?
Does anybody have any garlic?
Don't learn anything about the religion necessarily, other than you do know that there are people in the area, on this island that you've heard about, might be related in some way to the blood of Vol, and also even to, like, not necessarily even maybe the nicer parts of the blood of Vol, but to perhaps even the blood of Vol that is more related to the undead side of the blood of Vol. Those who wish to actually, who are undead or wish to become undead, and even such a person as Lady Ilmaro, who is considered by herself to be the queen of the dead. This island itself is known to be part of there are many people live in the island who actually are a part of that particular religion.
Okay.
Very interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, we got some undead tendencies going on here.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Should we?
And the ship that attacked us from Ted Red's analysis with his lore spell, the chamber is involved, which kind of revolves around allegedly Volt. So, there's some pieces lining up here that we need to pay attention to. We might be dealing with an undead presence trying to counteract what we're trying to do here.
Interesting.
What was the invitation again? Kala, do you still
Yeah.
have that invitation?
I do. The invitation said, "Dear Bjorn, a fancy feast. We are cordially inviting you to a dinner at Castle Wishbone." It's Wishbone. 4th of Ron. I'm not sure what date that is. 'Cause what date is it now? Does anybody know the date? Do we know the date? Like, anybody keeping
Does anyone
track of
have a
that?
calendar on them?
This was actually, you kind of noticed from the date that this was probably, I don't know, maybe a couple of weeks ago that this was probably, he was invited maybe a week or two ago.
Oh, okay. So this is a past thing.
Mm.
Throw it on the floor.
Remember
I
that
don't know.
the kittens just told you that he's been missing
So
approximately.
he
That
must have went there. He must have went to this thing. So maybe we should go there.
That might not be a bad start.
does
The only
anybody else want to try to roll some sort of lore check by any chance?
Sure.
Lore.
I'll do it. I want to roll it. Colin wants to do this.
With my connections to the Blood of Val, because that's where I learnt my necromancy. Would I have something to help us in this situation? Too sure.
You might have some
Ooh.
knowledge for sure. If nothing else, you might have some knowledge. This is probably not a particular part of your religion that you
That
would
sucks.
know much about as far as, have connections to. But you would probably have some knowledge of this part of the
So
religion.
would I do an intelligence check or
Religion check.
religion? Ooh, -1. 11?
Okay. Well, what you do know is that there is a group of the Blood of Vol that is known as the Bloodsail Elves, and the Bloodsail Elves live on this island, and they pursue undeath as the path to eternal life. And some, are okay to just become vampires or undertake, vows of the oathbound to become vampire spawn. Others, though, turn to be for the power of being a lich. So that power, of course, isn't a gift that can be given. So a lot of people will try to become liches and go through their entire, lives trying to pursue that path. So you know that this sect does exist. It's not one that the traditional line of the Blood of Vol, the religion, the traditional path of the religion would actually condone. But you know that this part does exist, and that these blood cell elves actually do follow this tradition out here on this island. There are quite a few that do. And you also happen to have a little bit of knowledge of the name. So on the invitation, Soleil Ariel. Soleil Ariel is like one of 3 sisters who is active members of this group called the Grimm. These sisters are also part of the ones who are trying again to kind of prolong their lives and become undead. And Soleil is the most politically active of the sisters, and they kind of all share one body. There's like 3 sisters that all share a body. And this particular sister, when she is in control of this body, is prone to have a lot of kind of parties, salons, and galas, and kind of invites people over, and especially captains, blood cell captains, and other interesting individuals. And if they prove to be entertaining, they will, of course, be allowed to stay around and possibly even join the undead. If they are boring, then well, usually they don't make it through the night.
Ooh, interesting.
If you don't accept an invitation from Ariel, then from Soleil, then it's generally not a good thing either, because you're probably just not going to make it at all. It's very, very dangerous. So this is what you know about invitation to sisters. Based off your religion.
So
are they like Siamese triplets?
No, it's just more like they each possess. It's like they're kind of, their dominance kind of possess the body at a particular time.
Three spirits.
Yeah, exactly. 3 spirits that kind of take over the body.
So when we meet this individual, we have to make sure we know which sister we're talking to. What I get from that.
Yeah, good point. Yeah.
Right.
Although Bjorn may have been a jerk, he was still a friend at one point. So I think we need to go find him.
Maybe he refused the invitation.
Maybe, but we still need to find him.
Did Bjorn have any kids or babies? Was there a baby Bjorn?
I don't
really hope
think
there was.
There was, but I haven't been around in a while, so there might be a baby Bjorn.
I want to find that out.
I mean, I've been running around with you clowns for how long now?
Yeah, it's been like a year. We've been friends for a long time.
Too long.
So, yeah, I mean, it's possible.
I think that should be our next quest: find Bjorn and baby Bjorn.
Should we go to the location of this letter?
Yeah, and I think that's going to be your next adventure. Does anyone want to take the Twistos with you?
Yes. Yes.
Can I ransack that
Wait, what
cupboard
flavor are they?
in that room to see what's in that cupboard?
Would you like to zoom in on the Twistos?
It's like Parmesan something.
Is it garlic?
Oh, Parmesan garlic.
I'm taking them. I'm taking them. I'm taking them.
Stay away from
Wait a
me.
minute.
That's all.
Wait a minute. That's my fantasy football logo.
I will share the bag with you. Yeah, they're Parmesan and garlic. Yep, we should take these.
Yeah, all right.
It might. I have a feeling come in handy.
Or it would be the opposite. Could be a bad idea.
Oh, I just thought of something.
Yeah.
3 sisters in one body, a bag of Twistos, triple eviction.
This is all sounding very painful.
For whoever's getting evicted. Like, I don't know, 3 souls in one body.
Capone, you're not having flashbacks or anything, are you?
I'm staying far away from that bag. I have no affiliation with that bag. I'm just minding my business.
Stay out of the pantry.
Staying out of the pantry, minding my business.
Peckers abound, dig fire around, snorting magic and moon dust. Riding dragons flood, semen and blood, summons ready to bust. Crew of fucking beauties, we screw and do drugs all day and night. Healers and dealers, we thought clap and fuck our way into the fight.
Warforged and I do electrify. Through my penis, I rhymes in full supply. I'm gonna rock here, you can't deny. Risque Riffraff, lit by the name, let's go!